The hospital called me at work. Their tone was calm, almost practiced. Your son is in the ER. He's seriously hurt. Please come right away. I stared at my desk, the phone frozen against my ear. I don't have a son, I said. Silence. Then the same voice, softer this time. Sir, he's asking for you. The line went dead. I don't remember driving there, only the blur of red lights rushing past, the wail of a siren that wasn't mine. Inside the hospital, the sharp scent of antiseptic clung to me like guilt. A nurse led me through a maze of white corridors until we reached room 14. I stepped in and froze. A boy sat upright on the bed, his skin pale, his eyes bruised, maybe 8 years old. He looked at me and whispered, "Dad." Something inside me broke, not from recognition, but sheer disbelief. Because those eyes, they were hers. My wife arrived 10 minutes later, her face drained when she saw the boy. She didn't ask who he was. She didn't have to. The nurse spoke quietly. He had been in a car accident. The paramedic said, "Your address was on file." Our address? She kept her gaze on the floor, fingers twisting the strap of her purse. I noticed her mouth tremble, not from grief, but calculation. Once they left us alone, she whispered, "I can explain." I said nothing. I just watched the child breathe, slow and shallow, each inhale a silent confession. When I finally looked at her, she flinched. I remained silent. Silence was sharper than any scream. That night, I went home alone. She stayed at the hospital. I didn't argue. I sat in the kitchen until the walls felt suffocating. Somewhere between 2 and 3 a.m., I opened her laptop. I wasn't sure what I expected to find until I saw it, a hidden folder buried deep under work documents. Inside, years of photos, the boy, birthdays, beaches, her smiling next to a man I didn't recognize. My pulse slowed, not racing, but sinking, like ice spreading through my veins. I didn't confront her, not yet. I started gathering bank statements, receipts. The dates she claimed to be on business trips matched the timestamps on the photos perfectly. One day, I called the clinic listed in one of her emails, pretending to verify patient information. They confirmed a name, his name. The boy, her son. Every night she returned home pretending fatigue, kissed me mechanically, and slept beside me. I lay awake, memorizing the rhythm of her deceit. A week later, I met the man from the photos. He didn't know me, waiting outside a private school, smoking. When the bell rang, the boy ran to him. Across the street, I watched a family I never knew existed. The man smiled, lifted the boy, kissed his forehead, and I understood everything. He wasn't the husband. He was the distraction. The lie she fed both of us. She had 2 lives, 2 men, one truth hidden beneath a name that wasn't mine. The DNA test arrived 2 days later. I didn't need it, but I wanted proof. The paper confirmed what I already knew, not mine. That night, I printed everything, photos, the report, the messages she thought she'd erased, and neatly stacked them on the dining table. When she came home, she saw them first. Her face went pale. Her mouth opened, closed, and finally whispered, "Please listen." I did, quietly, patiently. Her story twisted through tears and excuses, how it just happened, how she didn't mean it. I watched her drown in words. Then I slid the DNA report toward her. Her voice cracked. "You tested him?" "No," I said. "I tested you." She looked at me as though I had stolen something she didn't know she valued, control. I didn't yell. I didn't touch her. I simply picked up my keys. She followed me, crying, begging. "Please, we can fix this." I stopped at the door. Fix what? The boy? The lies? Or the part of me you thought wouldn't notice? She sank to the floor, whispering apologies I didn't hear. Before leaving, I said one last thing. "You called him our son. Next time you lie, at least remember who you gave the name to." Her face twisted, guilt, loss, disbelief, all the emotions she never showed me before. I walked out, not out of anger, but because I finally understood how silence can destroy more than words ever could. I never returned. Sold the house. Changed my number. Months later, a letter arrived. Her handwriting. I didn't open it. I burned it. Some nights, I still see the boy's face in my dreams. His eyes, hers, staring at me as if I owed him something. Maybe I do. Maybe not. The truth is, I stopped caring. What she shattered wasn't love, it was the illusion that I was ever part of her story. And when illusions burn, all that remains is clarity. I didn't lose a family that night. I simply stopped pretending I ever had one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe to Cheating Stories Insight World for more incredible stories.